vlog is a chronicle of my Comic-Con adventure yesterday. I'm back home now. It was really awesome. It started off with me getting up at 12 and I decided why not just go and try to sneak into Comic-Con. So I drove down to the Fashion Valley and I parked my car there and I took the tram into downtown because I knew it would be packed. I'm probably just going to have the video playing on the side here. So I got there and it was packed and there was a huge crowd to get in. I actually didn't have a badge or a lanyard or anything, so I walked into the Marriott first. There's a convention center and then the Marriott right next to it. So I walked to the Marriott and just to have a look around because that area was like free to enter. I saw like everyone wearing lanyards and their passes and what they look like, and I was like, I definitely need one of these if I'm gonna be getting in. So I was poking around some of the rooms in the Marriott where the Comic-Con organizers were sitting, and there was this one room where this guy was sitting alone and he had like a whole bunch of those lanyards, and I was like, hey, I lost my lanyard, can I have one? He gave me one and then he was like, are you trying to get in? And then I was just like, yeah, I don't have a ticket. And he was like, oh, okay. And then I just left because I don't know, I just took the lanyard and left. He didn't really care, apparently. And so, as it happens, after that I decided to walk out and head out into the actual Comic-Con building. So there's a building, so there's 2 layers of security around the main hall. There's like glass doors with security guards, and then there's the doors into the main hall where all the exhibitors are and whatever. To get in through the first one, you have to scan your badge, and then to get into the next one, you have to, they just look to see whether you have a badge or not to get into the room. So to get through the glass doors, I actually, as it happens, as I was leaving the Marriott, there's like this train of volunteers that some guy was heading up that were like Comic-Con volunteers, like they were gonna like pick up trash and volunteer and stuff. So I just joined their line and I got through the first doors like that. And I had a lanyard, so it didn't look too suspicious. I wandered around the outside, the main hall, and there was like tons of people dressed up as like lots of different characters, and it was really cool, and I was smiling, and I was like, this is awesome, I really want to get inside. So I tried to get inside the first time, but the guy in front of me got stopped because he didn't have a badge, and for that reason, the security guard noticed me not having a badge as well. So I wandered around for a while and checked out all the other things. I went to this panel, and then finally I went back down and I was like, you know what, I have to get into that hall, there's so much cool stuff there. And that is where this the videos from this vlog will like take over whatever this is. And so yeah, see you after the montage for a review of all the cool stuff I got. I don't even know what that is. I'm at the Lego booth now. about to play a game that hasn't come out yet. This is pretty exciting. This is a game I can play. It's pretty awesome. Final Fantasy. And here's Dragon Quest. It looks pretty awesome actually. Walking Dead booth. People are walking in dead. Cool. The producer of Street Fighter. That's very cool. This is like my childhood. Those are the people who made my childhood. Cool. Dragon Quest game. And there it is. Morty. He did make it back. After all. Nintendo. And here are all the games and everything. And I'm gonna try out some of the new games they have. Line up to play Halo 5, the new one that's coming out. Even though I haven't played Halo 4, I don't know how much I care, but it seems cool, so let's see how long the line is. Street Fighter game that's coming out. The next Capcom. Capcom, Monster Hunter. Is this out yet? Huh? Is this game out yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, cool. So this is my first time gonna be playing it. The guy from Walking Dead. He plays the hillbilly character, I guess. That's the Toby Gamers guy, or whatever, YouTuber. Godzilla. Which is great thing. Each one, a whole bunch of swords. I'm leaving now because there's like a Nintendo lounge I want to go check out that closes at 7. And yeah, it was pretty awesome. So here we go. So I'm walking Marriott now because that's where the Nintendo thing is happening. And yeah, let's see what it's like in there. This is the guy who does the voice of Mario. Lounge. Looks pretty cool. There's Luigi. Splatoon happening over there. I think I'm gonna play that. Amiibos. Oh, there's Legend of Zelda. A game that isn't out yet. It's called Chibi Robo. I'm playing. It's like a platformer. Not out yet, but it looks super cool. So I'm about to play it. We're in like the volcano stage. With the tram, like.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Track.
Last year they had stuff.
And now I'm gonna unpack all the stuff, and I'll make a video shortly showing like everything that I got. But it was very awesome, and I'm super glad I went. So yeah, see you in a sec. Cool. So I got everything laid out. There's not like a ton, but there are a lot of cool things. So let's
let's go through them one by one. I don't know how long this will be. I'll try to make it fast. Probably use jump cuts. So these they were giving out at the Nickelodeon booth. Some kind of comic there. These two are both like comics that are gonna be turned into cartoons or something. And here's a chapter of like the Pokemon manga, I guess. And they were giving this out at the Viz booth, the people who do all the translations for manga into English, and they had this sampler full of just like a ton of random stuff, so I'm probably gonna read that soon, which is cool. I got a bunch of real life comics. I got this as well. It's like it's like a manga on like cooking or something. It's like cooking battles or something, and yeah, it seems good. I wanted to read it anyway, and I got it, so that's cool. And this is something they were giving out. It's like a Ninjago comic or something from Lego, and like it hasn't been released to the public, so I got one. This was cool. It's just like a cool picture. They made this is the Jurassic Park logo, and you know they changed it to Comic Con, which was neat. And this is probably one of my favorite things that I got. Scott Pilgrim, the actual comic. So inside is just some random comic someone's giving away for free. Here is the actual original comic, and I'm pretty excited to read through this because that's very cool. And yeah, it's fun to have comics in real life. So this is the shirt I got from the Nintendo. They had like an event going on. It was like outside the actual Comic Con, but it's like this is 2015. It's like an exclusive shirt, which is really, really cool because I basically just had to play some of their games, and the games weren't even out yet. Like I was like it was an exclusive thing. We were some of the first people to play them, which was really awesome. And so yeah, so this here is what I basically was able to use to get in. So everybody was wearing this lanyard. It was like the official lanyard they gave you with your badge, and I got one off this guy who was sitting in this room on the side, and he gave me one. So, and then I just pretended like I had a badge and walked in. Let's see here. There's a photography book from the Academy of Art University. I got this because I don't care about it like as a career, but it's a cool little, maybe it'll have some tips, and then here's some visual development tips. I guess it's like a little book for that, which is very cool. I still have to check that out. Here is the Comic Con booklet. It's like got all the it's got like a whole bunch of stuff, which is very cool. Just random things about the convention and people who are going to be there, and cool little comics, and it's actually like almost all in cover, and there's some interesting articles in there as well. It's like, I guess it's like a kind of book for the whole convention. Here's the little thing they had telling you to go to the other place. See, this was where Comic Con was, and then this is where I had to go for the Nintendo thing, which was really cool. It was fun, and they had a lot of cool stuff set up. Let's see. I saw this like panel, and then they gave me this pass to, I don't know, come back in or something. I'm obviously not going back. Here's a little Pokemon pin they gave me at the Nintendo booth. Really cool Pikachu. I think I might put it on like my bag or something. Let's see what else. Here are some random pins. I don't even know what this is from. They were just giving these out, so I took one. And this is like Yu-Gi-Oh thing. It's like some kind of duel or something, some signing thing. But I took it because it's cool, and Yu-Gi-Oh is like my childhood. And let's see. This was super cool. It's like a bag from Square Enix. I don't know if I'll actually use this bag, but I got to play the new Dragon Quest game, the new, well, it's like the spiritual successor to the Mega Man games. That'll be in the vlog as well. Let's see what else is over here. Grab this stuff. So this is an invitation to like the Pokemon Symphony thing, and I've got like a couple of Star Wars bookmarks here, which I'm probably gonna give my sisters. And here is something really cool. I think it'll mean something more to people who've played World of Warcraft. It's like a lanyard, but it has like this little item badge like it probably would have in the game, is what I'm thinking, which is a cool thing. I had to take a like picture and hashtag it for that. Here's a Star Wars lanyard they were giving out near the Star Wars booth. There was a big Star Wars area with lots of stuff happening. Here's just some random free comic. This is the you know, a map. It's got like information. I use this to hide the fact that I didn't have a badge, which was fun. And finally, those are basically most of the things that I got. I'm gonna be looking through all these and reading these, which will be very fun. And here is the here are the posters I got. There's this one with the Lego face on it. I know it's based for some kind of documentary, but I got it because the Lego face is very cool. There's one for some kind of Star Wars thing. I think it's a book. I don't know what it is exactly, but it says Star Wars on it, which is cool. And finally, here we have the Street Fighter V poster. So it's actually signed by the producer of Street Fighter V, which is very, very cool. It's probably the coolest thing I got because it's signed by him, and he was like sitting there signing the paper, so I grabbed a poster and he signed it, which was cool. I told him he did a good job on the game, which I'm sure he did. I learned later on that Street Fighter V is the one that hasn't come out yet. It's like new. I got to play it later, which was awesome as well. But yeah, this is really cool that I got his signature, and you can see he drew like sort of, I guess, Hadouken type thing, and obviously it's for you. So yeah, that's very cool. And that's the end of all the things I got.